Good morning and welcome to Gogglefrogs. We are live again for episode
37.
106, and you will see that Marion has kindly joined me this morning. So a huge good morning, Marion, and good morning to all you Gogglefroggers, whether you're watching us live, on replay, or on YouTube. And remind me, I will tell you a little story about YouTube in a little while. So never mind. So, yeah, it is our 22nd week, episode 106. And
22 weeks?
Sorry?
Is it really 22 weeks?
Yeah. It will be 23. I'm sure it's 23 as of this Thursday. Yeah.
That's nearly 6 months.
I know. Almost 6 months. Which is quite strange, isn't it? So I hope that you've got your knitting. And I hope you've got a cuppa of something and ready to sit back and enjoy. Oh, Marion's got her mug.
I got my mug.
Fabulous. Chin chin.
And the builder's just arrived. Perfect timing.
Oh, fabulous. Well, my mum's just made me a lovely cup of tea, so that's great. It was a little cup and I've just put it on top of the other cup.
Remind me to tell you about tea. Are we going to do the music now?
We will do it in a minute. Yeah, we normally do it about 3-4 minutes in. So
all right, well, after that, I'll mention tea.
Right, so I'm going to make two little notes here. One's YouTube and one's tea.
Yeah.
So I hope you're sitting comfortably and all ready for today. And let's have a look. It's really strange, isn't it? Because the world is moving on now. So people are getting back to normal. However, I did spot a little note today that I think people are starting to get a little bit ill again. The number of people who are starting to get a little bit of a cough or a little bit of a chill. So if you do, just remember, just put yourself in isolation. Okay, if you're feeling ill, I think it's it used to be 7 days, now it's 10 days. And if you're just returning from a certain country that's got that little thing on it, then it's 14 days. So, and if anybody needs any help, anybody needs any shopping doing, just reach out and I'm sure we'll be able to help you. So you can reach out to any one of us. But yes, we just still have to be careful when we're going about our own business and have as much concern as we had at the beginning, and everyone should be fine. So I know that we're all going on and doing our own lives, which is why more people are watching us on the replays. But yeah, so anyway, Marion, should we do some hellos?
Yes, what a good idea. Do top to bottom.
Top to bottom. So I want to say a huge good morning to Brigitte, hello. And to Georgie, hello. And hello to Judy. And hello to Linda. And hello to Marion. And hello to Safi. So thank you for joining us. And as I said,
hang on, I've been called. Builders.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll be back.
All right. So a huge good morning to you. That's absolutely lovely to see you. And as I was saying a minute ago, just be really, really careful, because I know that this has been around for months and months and months, but it just gets to the point where, do you know what? Sometimes it's just nice to sit back with our cuppa and do a little bit of knitting, isn't it? And I will let you into a secret, right? I am knitting this the way the pattern was intended, but I think I'm going to do it again. So when I've finished it, I know that this is reverse stocking stitch, but I'm sure there's a way to get around this. One thing that I hate about reverse stocking stitch is when you get that 2 colour there, you know, when the colours are changing, I just don't like it. And I know there's a way to get around it, but because I didn't at the beginning, I've just continued it. So hey ho, I think I will knit it again the pretty way. But that's me. So we'll just have to wait until Marion comes back because she hasn't put herself. Actually, can I put her on mute? Let me just double check. I can turn her mic off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the music. So I'm not sure what Robert has queued for us today, but I will share it with you now. So hopefully you'll enjoy today's musical interlude. And everybody's danced to that at some point in their life, so absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much, Robert. Loved that today, so thank you. I did put you on mute, Marion.
Brilliant. No, I'll build a lot, but I will show you I needed something to hang scissors and circular needles from, so he's made me this.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
I don't know whether you can see, but they're angled, and he's made me 4 to go up in the new craft area to hang scissors from, and my circular knitting needles from. Isn't that brilliant?
Amazing.
So I'm really pleased.
That is incredible. Absolutely lovely.
And of course it saves drawer space.
Wow.
Well, it means I can put yarn in the wool. I've only emptied 6 boxes and the drawers are full.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I've still got 6 boxes that I've got to sort yet. Now, have you mentioned your Yahoo thing?
YouTube? No, YouTube. But I just made a bit of a face a minute ago, and I'll explain why I went when Marion started talking. It wasn't Marion talking, it was the fact that I put washing out on the line, and I just realized that we're having a massive downpour. So
oh, I've got washing in the machine,
but it will be drenched by now, so it's absolutely fine. So
it's been naturally washed.
You know, when you do these things, like you wash trainers, and I put them on the line, and so they'll be wet again, so never mind.
It's come over quite dark here now suddenly.
Oh, is it? Well, rain's coming your way, and that absolutely
looks like it.
Downpour, which I absolutely love. Secretly, I love rain, thunder, lightning, anything like that. I think that is my favourite weather. So I know I'm a little bit different, but
I normally would be with you 100%. However, at the moment I'm not, because my neighbour's guttering at the back is very loose and is hanging over my garage, and I have a downpour always in the same place on my garage because her guttering is broken. We mentioned it to her when it was just a tiny little dribble last year and the beginning of this year, and we got told, oh yes, it's nothing. And now it's got serious. Oh, they're all too busy, it'll be some time before they get to us. And
oh dear.
And I keep going out and looking on my garage roof and going,
oh dear. Oh.
And ours is a new garage roof.
Well, I'm sure it will be okay. Fingers crossed. I've got my fingers crossed for you.
I've got everything crossed, dear.
Yay.
Have you done the comments?
No, not yet. No. Now on the chat, Brigitte did actually mention about the and just let me double check this with you. Great music, shame my knees and back hurt, otherwise I would be swinging around the room. By the way, is that James Stewart playing Glenn Miller in the film, or Glenn Miller himself? And I don't know.
Well, James Stewart certainly played Glenn Miller in a film.
Ah, right.
And I can't remember who the female lead was.
So
June Allison.
Because as soon as you mentioned that, I looked and I thought, oh, is that actually Glenn Miller? And then when you said James Stewart, and I looked, I thought that is James Stewart, but not as we normally see James Stewart. So Georgie says, loved that. It was fantastic. The Glenn Miller band are wonderful. They are, and they were, weren't they? And I also love the fact that that tune goes quiet and everyone thinks it's finished, and then it starts again, and then it goes quiet, and then it starts again. So it's just, when you're dancing to it, it's probably one of those most incredible ones that you think your dance is over, but no, you've got more. So you've got another twirl or two.
He was an amazing musician. He really was, and such a tragic way to go. I mean, they still haven't found his plane.
No, it's a bit strange, isn't it? What a shame! What a total shame.
Yeah, a bit like, many of the greats went in. Morbid subject, in air crashes. There was Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper. They went, and Jim Reeves went in a plane crash. And
really,
yeah, I'm sure Jim Reeves did. If he didn't, somebody will put me right. Yeah, sure he did.
Oh,
it's a bit of a morbid subject, isn't it?
Oh, so anyway, we'll change off the morbid subject.
Yeah.
And we'll just say, you've got some really good advice here, Marion.
Yeah.
From Brigitte saying, Marion, make sure the pegs are pointing upwards when you fit them onto the wall.
Yeah.
Which is,
well, the builder's going to fit them, so if he fits them wrong, it's his fault, not mine.
Yeah. And Anne says, good morning. Good morning, Anne. Lovely
Morning,
to
Anne.
see you. And Deborah, hello, good morning, Deborah. It says, 2 of my daughters and I are going to lunch outside, we hope, today. It's the first time we've been out in ages, so we're hoping it will be okay. Have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lunch. That's absolutely brilliant. And then we'll go through the other messages. So Deborah says, hello, everyone. Brigitte says,
I'm going to put the light on. It's raining.
It's getting dark, isn't it? It's dark out there. Judy says, morning, everyone. Brigitte says, Marion's got her mug at last. Yay! Georgie says, morning, lovely ladies, and good morning to all of you lovely ladies and gentlemen as well. And all the little doggies who watch and cats who watch and everything else. Because we know we've got plenty of those in the background, haven't we? Linda says, good morning, Gogglefroggers. Yay! Good morning, Gogglefroggers. And Brigitte says, that virus has not gone away yet. No, it hasn't. And it will come and get us again, won't it? When we least expect it. And then Safi says, good morning, ladies. So good morning, Safi. I was going to actually say something about, oh, yes. Guess where I'm going today? This afternoon.
Have some gluten-free fish and chips?
No, they're not open today.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'll give you a clue. They're not as bad as they were last time.
Oh, you're going back to the hairdressers?
I can't believe it. Can you believe it? That this is my second visit now at the hairdressers. And I did actually look and think, because I get a little text reminder. And I thought, why do I need a hair appointment? Because last time my roots were this long that it just gone totally round.
It was like yesterday that you went.
I know. I go every 6 weeks, I think. 5 or 6 weeks, I think. I don't know. But I always book another appointment. So I've got to go to Hemel today. So I'll have a little bit of a drive. But I just thought when my text message came through, how normal our life is, how semi-normal it is, the fact that I've now got my second hair appointment in, and we went for months and months and months without it, so never mind. But it's all different as well, because I know when I go into my hairdressers, I have a little bag that they give me, and it's got a magazine in it, it's got a cup because they only give you water, so if you want water they'll top your cup up. I've got my mask in there. I don't know what else is it. My PPE stuff all my PPE stuff's in there. And I just thought, this is going to be really, really weird because that's quite normal. But I said, oh, can I take my mum with me? Can she sit in the reception? And said, I'm really sorry, no. I said, that's okay. I thought that was the case, but I didn't want to leave her at home or find a cafe for her if I could take her. So whilst we think everything's normal, it's not quite, is it? Because we're still not free to move around as we once did. But in the world of wool, we still have tons of it. And do you know what? I will never, ever use this amount of wool up in my life. But it's great. I think I should just have a nice bath, a huge bath, you know, one of those hot tub sort of things. And I could throw everything in there and just let it all be squishy together. So
and then do what a child does, jump in and have a squish about. Talking about Hemel Hempstead, last time I went, which was earlier this year or late last year, do you remember that cafe you recommended?
oh, the old-fashioned one, yes.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't, run where you pay what you think it's worth.
Yeah.
That's it. That wasn't open.
Oh.
And I don't know why. There was all the stuff was there.
Oh, right.
And there was nothing on the door, in the window, or anything. And this is definitely well pre-lockdown. So I did wonder whether you knew anything about it.
No, I didn't, because there's this one. I'll have a look on my phone in a minute, and Marion can chat to you. But you go into it, or rather you used to. I hope it hasn't closed down. But it was a not-for-profit, and you went in. It was quite 1940s style, wasn't it? It was all china teacups, little plates, little forks for your cake, etc. And you went up to order, and then they brought it to your table, and they gave you a little brown envelope, and you put in there what you thought it was worth. And what they were doing there was trying to support people who may be homeless, a lot of charities, etc. And there were some people who went in who couldn't afford to pay for their lunches, but they were regulars, and they welcomed them in. And if they put in, if they had £5 or £6 worth of stuff, and they just put in 50 pence because that's all they had, then that was absolutely wonderful. And likewise,
the people that worked there had or were also homeless or had educational needs or something like that. So yes, my friend and I went there a couple of times and really enjoyed it. And we went to go back again, and it was shut, and it was
that's such a shame.
It was.
But I'll double check. I'll have a look on my phone and see. I can't even remember what the name of it was, but it was very vintage, very unique, and it was doing so much for the local community.
Good morning, David.
And do you know what? I even went in there and I could get gluten-free cake. All the cakes were homemade and donated.
And if they ran out, they ran out. That was it.
Yeah.
Nothing in the freezer.
Like the proper stuff, not that we can just order it again from the cash and carry.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful. So I'll have a look in a minute and double check on that. Let's have a quick look. So Deborah, enjoy your lunch. Sorry, we went way off track there, but
well off track. Yeah.
We'd love to see a picture of you and your daughters having lunch, or just of yourself or of the lunch, whatever it is. If you remember, it will be lovely, and it'll be a lovely little memory for you as well. Brigitte says, I'm going to have my hair done this afternoon. First cut since January. Way, hey. So we're both getting our hair done today, Brigitte. Deborah says, enjoy. Anne says, I've just had my first haircut last Thursday since February. It's quite liberating, isn't it? The fact that we went so long without that. I have to say that this hairband has lasted me so long. I've had to sew it up inside, when the bottoms start to flare. I've sewn it up at least twice, but I really like it. And it covers a multitude of sins, and it means I don't have to straighten my hair or anything. It's brilliant.
Judy's having her second one as well tomorrow.
Sorry?
Judy's having her second haircut tomorrow. My second appointment's booked for September.
Oh,
and that'll come round before you know it.
It will, won't it? And Deborah says, my youngest daughter is visiting next week. She's a trained hairdresser, so she will cut my hair for me. Way! That's so good, isn't it?
Oh,
that's lovely. So I'll pop out today and I'll get my hair done. I think the whole thing is, though, it's such it's the mask, isn't it, that is just so hard. And I think when it gets to winter, it's fine in the summer because a lot of our shops have got aircon on. But when we get into winter, I think the sales in shops are really going to go down, because with our face coverings, it's so hard, isn't it? But as we say, all things wool.
Especially as apparently 80% of our communication is non-verbal. So if people can't see how you're saying something, or get the inflection in your voice, then half of what you're saying is missed.
It is, isn't it? I never realised how much my hearing isn't amazing. And I know it isn't amazing, but I think I just had so much loud music when I was younger. I don't know. But I've never realised how much I do actually lip read when people talk. So when masks are on, I've just got no chance in a busy area. I have no idea what people are saying to me. So you have to rely on people's eyes creasing up here and hope that they haven't had too much Botox so that their eyes don't move. Because if not, I've really lost it. I just can't work out.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything worse than having Botox, having needles injected into your face full of something to... Oh, no.
I totally get people have work done. And, you know, I'm not anti for other people. I just, it's just not for me.
Me neither.
And every so often I see, like, oh, crepiness in my neck. And I think, oh, it's just age, Angela. You know, just buy a different cream, see if it works. And if it doesn't, just accept it gracefully, which I do.
I've had acupuncture.
Oh, I haven't had that.
And that's all right. I can take that.
Yeah.
But needles, going to see the vampire or having an injection, it's oh my God, get me out of here as quickly as possible. And when somebody isn't experienced at taking blood and they want to take it from the back of your hand where your veins are nice, oh no.
Oh dear. Oh,
I'm feeling quite faint just thinking about it.
Oh, I want to say good morning, David. How's Leeds today? So hopefully Leeds is okay. We've just had a little bit of a rainstorm here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about 2 miles from Marion, and Marion hasn't had the storm
yet.
We've
had it, and I think it's gone past.
Oh, fabulous. So hopefully
it's cold.
Yeah. So I did say I had a little message for you and about YouTube. So just to let you know, I've had to take down all of our videos where we were showcasing, you know, all of those little hints and tips from other people that were on YouTube. So so it's a copyright thing. So we've had to take them all down, and then we will re-put them up when we've edited that out. So we've had somebody who wasn't very happy. So just to let you know, we thought at the time we were trying to showcase other people and stuff like that. So anyway, I've reached out to this company and just said, look, sorry, this is why we were doing it. Really sorry about that, but we don't want our YouTube channel being taken down. So that's why there's a lot of them now missing. All right, so if you're looking for certain back episodes, think up below. We've only got about 30 up there now. So I've just put them all on private, so you can't get access to them, and we'll put them back up one by one. But it's a huge editing job, and we've just got other things that are more sort of important. So the main ones that we'll probably put back up are episode 50, all of those major ones. But hey, it's just one of those things.
I was only thinking the other day, weren't you and Robert talking about doing some of your own self-help videos?
Yeah, we've got the wool, we've got the ideas, we've got this stuff.
It's called Time.
I know.
But I must admit, I did think it odd that these companies that you're showcasing their work, if you like, and that would in turn generate more footfall onto their sites, that they'd be quite happy.
Yeah, I think it's because because if somebody wants to watch it, then they're not getting the views and the clicks. It's all about copyright. But we did, in the beginning, I suppose you learn, don't you?
Well, the best of intentions.
Yeah, I know. So if anybody would like to do some Gogglefrogger type videos, if you have the equipment, and you would need you need a light, you need a stand for your iPhone, you need to be able to show it over your shoulder and record. But if anyone is good at doing that, then to go under the Gogglefrog brand, that would be lovely. If not, me and Robert will create about 3 extra days per week for ourselves, and we know there's no chance of doing that. To do that. So who knows? We will have a go. And we'll get some done, but it's just time, isn't it? So that's just to let you know why some of the YouTube videos are missing, and just to let you know, so sorry, Brigitte says, I've worked hard for my lines, not wasting money on fancy creams that don't work anyway. Need money for Gogglefrogs merchandise. That's hilarious.
I wondered what she meant. And as soon as, what does she mean? What does she mean? And then as soon as you read it out, the penny dropped as to what she meant. I
know. It's the same with me and Robert. She's like, oh, got to have. It's so silly. But thank you ever so much. Yeah, I know. I look around for the last creams I got were from QVC on a today's special value. And it's like, do you want the lock-in? And I thought, yes, I will. You can deliver it every 2 months to me and my mum. And what I don't use, I can sell. I can sell it at a bit of a profit for more wool. What do you think? So that was
it. You?
And then Anne says, I part lip read as well. Oh, I'm glad that somebody else who knows that. Yes, it's more difficult. It's better in shops if staff are just wearing visors. Yeah, I totally agree as well. It's just so hard. I didn't realise that I partially lip read as much as I do. I know I do in a pub or a restaurant. I have to, because if I'm not sat directly opposite somebody, it's a waste of time me going out for dinner because I can't chat. I'll just sit there and drink. And David's saying it's cold in Leeds. Oh, I'm going back up to Leeds Wednesday. I'm taking my mum back up on Wednesday. So we'll be having a nice drive up there on Wednesday. And I will be at the, that will be gluten-free scampi and chips. Weatherby Whaler. Yeah, definitely going in there. And Anne says it's free advertising, so they're lost. I know, hands up. If we'd have emailed them first and said, excuse me, we're going to use it for this, and we're going to put a link in our Facebook group as well, they'd have probably thought, oh, this is quite good. But just the speed that we have to work at behind the scenes, we never did that. So I totally get that they're not happy. So that's fine. And I've also said, okay, well, we've put a link in our Facebook group, so would you like me to remove the link on our Facebook group as well?
How many of them have said yes to that?
Well, we'll see, because a lot of people are on lockdown, aren't they? So we'll see if they're working. And sorry, you get half of my head because... Okay, I'm just going to move this over here. That'll work a little bit better now.
I had your full head.
Yeah, it's just when I start reading this on the right-hand side. And then Safi says, I don't have any equipment, but I don't mind doing some with you when you're up north, Angela, if that helps. Oh, Safi, do you know what? We might have to work that out one day and have, because what we need is a little prepared squares and then to finish off so we can video the end bit. So that might be quite good. So we will bear that in mind. Right, you're going in the book now, Safi. Safi.
That always reminds me of the Oh, crikey, it's Doc Mannering and his crew with the it ain't half hot, man.
That's Army.
That's Army, thank you. Where Philip Maddock, and it's don't tell him your name, Pike, and the submarine captain goes, your name's in the book. Do you remember? Yeah, Sapphire goes, not in the book.
Oh, do you know what though? It's fine to get in the book, but
It's your Gogglefrogs book. You're using a Rowan one.
do you know what? It's because it's just I found it, and I don't want to put just normal stuff. So I've still got my Gogglefrogs one here. It's still protected. It's in there. Good stuff goes in there, if you know what I mean. But working stuff, which is all scribbles, goes in that one. That was a free book I got ages ago. And they've got another one, which I don't know whether it's in this house or my other house. Sorry, my mum and dad's house. Or possibly it's in Robert's house. So that's the problem with me going to different houses.
Or did you put it in somebody's parcel and send it off by mistake?
No, it's too big for that. Oh, but that's what happens. So this is not in the book. Oh, you're in the book, Safi. So I think we could be doing that, and we could be doing some video in at some point. Brigitte, that was one of the funniest episodes.
Yeah, it was.
Dad's Army. I haven't really watched that many Dad's Army.
Oh, this one was hilarious. There was a German submarine, and Mannering and his crew somehow had to look after them. And yeah, it was hilarious. You got to find it.
Oh.
It really was one of the best ever. And the phrase, your name's in the book. And what's your name? And Mannering goes, don't tell him, Pike. You know?
Oh dear. Oh, that's just reminded me. But what was it? What was that program with Renee in it?
About the
not
the French
Army, but the other one. You know, what's that one with Renee and the French?
Oh, right. Hello, Safi is
never know that's
yeah,
it.
and Brigitte, yeah.
There was an episode of that on last night, and I never really got it, but my husband really, really loved it. But I think it was more about the woman who said Renee from when he was little. And I said to him, there is actually B&B over in Belgium near Newport, and in that B&B they used to have lots of the cast from Hello who used to go and stay. So at some point I've got to go and stay there because I think it would be quite good fun. It's probably going to be like Fawlty Towers, who knows, but I think I'll have to do that. And Newport sounds weird. Oh, what is in my brain? I love going to Newport because they've got the most incredible tram stop that when you stop at night, the whole of the top of it is just thousands and thousands of twinkling lights. And they've got this De Kust tram that goes up and down the coast from Knokke to De Panne. So it's absolutely amazing. And when you go through Newport, it's just like going through a little Santa's grotto with all these little twinkling lights. It's lovely.
Is that 52 weeks of the year?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Always there. You've got to go when it's nice and dark so you can see all the twinkly lights. But yeah, it's lovely. But if you don't know that part of me, I absolutely love Belgium.
Well, I've got to admit, I'm having brain freeze today. I couldn't think of Hello. I couldn't think of Dad's Army. I'm doing well today, so.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So, shall I have a quick look at?
Oh, shall I mention tea first?
Oh yes, please do. I'm just queuing it up. Yes.
You know, we had this long conversation last week about ringtones.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Well, I went online and I ordered some.
Oh, right.
Now then, I had to swear, I've got to admit, at their website, because I did this long order and it's saying, there is not a courier in your area. And I'm going, but they order worldwide. They send worldwide. What is it? But there was one item that I had in my order that they send out separately. You can't do it as part of a bigger order. So when I realised that, Sally realised straight off, but I didn't realise until about 3 goes. So I took that out, ordered that separately, and that's come. Those caramel biscuits are the caramel wafers, Sappy. Oh my God, are they delicious?
Are they good?
Oh, the ginger crunch, they're gorgeous. The only thing we didn't like was the ginger cake. Richard found it a bit sweet, and I found it a bit heavy.
Oh, right.
But that's personal taste. I'm just waiting for the next lot to come. I'll have 3 or 4 different sorts of their tea, so we can choose which one we prefer, and I'll go on getting that online. I've ordered some of their lemon biscuits, Sapphire, but so far I am very, very impressed.
Oh, good. I'm so pleased. I love Ringtons. I really, really do.
I'm impressed with the stuff, but I ordered when was it we had this discussion? Was it Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday night. I ordered Thursday. Part of the order came Saturday. Yes, Saturday. The rest hasn't even been dispatched.
It's odd.
Yeah. So really impressed with the stuff. But not necessarily. I mean, of course, they're probably in lockdown and whatever.
Yeah.
But and of course, it does depend. However many other people ordered after your advertising.
I know. It's
Paying you. But yes, Safi, their caramel wafers. They were the best I think I've ever tasted. I've had to ration them.
Oh well, I will. And do you know what? It's just amazing if you're up north and you're driving and you see the Ringtons van, and if you just go like this, stop, the Ringtons van pulls over, you pull over as well, and you say, excuse me, can I buy some of your stuff? And they just say, of course you can. So it's just lovely.
Can you get their stuff in shops as well?
They used to sell they used to sell one type of tea bag in Morrison's, but it's only in Morrison's so far down.
Okay. Well, as it's nearly quarter 2, I suppose we better go onto Facebook. What is it? Mash up Monday or something?
Mash up Monday. So I had a quick look earlier. Let me it's just done now. So let me go on to this. I don't think we've got that much today.
Yeah, I've been too busy still reorganising garage and stuff.
And I've been too busy creating some webby stuff for Gogglefrogs. And that's all a bit of a secret. So it's going to take a long time to do, but I will get it done.
Yeah, I need to sort out a new project as well. I was expecting to have another thing to do.
Well, just Jackie has got a meeting at 10, so we didn't see Jackie today, but I know she'll watch the replay. Ruth, oh my word. Apologies, but currently in ITU, so unable to join. Ruth, oh no.
What's happened? Sorry, I missed that.
There's a bit on the comments from Ruth Naomi saying apologies, but currently in ITU, so unable to join.
What's the matter?
So Ruth, I hope you're okay.
Yes.
Sending you lots of hugs and love from
love and everything else.
Oh, so I hope you're well soon. Brigitte, Mash Up Monday, not of my doing, but damp hair this morning in lockdown, waiting to be transformed on my first haircut since January.
Wow.
Beautiful picture, Brigitte. You look lovely.
Yes, it's nice to see you.
It is so nice. And do you know what? We can see something there. We can see something at the side of her, and I'm sure that's one of your creations, Brigitte. So that looks lovely.
Yes.
Linda says about 8 years ago, before Christmas jumpers were everywhere, my daughter needed a jumper. So this is a Primani jumper with a Santa knitted from a cross-stitch pattern and stitched on. Did the job. That's brilliant. Why have we never thought of that? When you haven't got time to knit a whole knitted jumper, why not just do a cross stitch and then pop that on the front? I think that's really effective, don't you, Marion?
I think that's amazing. I mean, what is it they say? Necessity being the mother of invention.
That is amazing.
It's incredible.
Love it, Linda.
And I loved the actual Father Christmas in the picture and how it does look exactly the same on the jumper.
That really, really pops. That is lovely. So well done, Linda.
Brilliant.
And that's never going to go anywhere, is it? That is going to be there for years and years and years to come. That is lovely. Deborah says the second podcast is I Thought I Knew by Anne Frost. Sorry, couldn't find the link. Deborah says I seem to have lost my knitting mojo this week a bit, so nothing really to show. I enjoy listening to knitting podcasts sometimes, so I thought I would list a couple of my favourites, good and in the background whilst knitting. The first is Fruity Knitting inspiration from around the world. Oh, do you know what? I love that. Have you seen that knot thing there?
Very interesting.
I like that.
I wonder whether it's done in one piece or whether it's sort of way it's knitting's being folded.
I don't know, but I'm definitely going to have a look at that one. I won't click on it because then the podcast will start playing and then it will go all weird sounds. So that's why I'm not clicking on it. But thank you ever so much, Deborah. And I know Dawn loves a good podcast as well, doesn't she?
Brigitte says about Linda's that it's genius, and Safia says it's a fab jumper that she tends to adapt ready-made jumpers, adds lights, snow and tinsel. Real snow, Safia, I would thought. And Brigitte's on about supporting local shops. She phoned the House of Coffee, which is local in Leighton Buzzard.
Yes.
You need to speak to was off. And phoned her first thing this morning. It's being delivered this afternoon.
Wow.
You do get the service in little local shops, doesn't it?
Oh, it is. And they are so happy. They're so happy to get orders from us as well, aren't they? It just helps them so much. But for them to message you and say, yeah, it's coming out today, that is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
So House of Coffee, Leighton Buzzard, they buy in all the beans from around the world and they roast them all themselves. If ever you're in Leighton Buzzard, make sure you make a little trip there because the smell is just out of this world.
I love the smell of roasting coffee.
And they roast for different times to give different blends and different tastes. So it's not a case of everything for 20 minutes or 10 minutes. They're all different blends and roasting times. It's amazing, isn't it, Marion?
Yeah, absolutely. But I was just thinking, in Leighton, we haven't got that many independent shops. We've got the House of Coffee. We've got the Spotted Sheep. We've got Jules.
Yeah.
And then what else have we got?
We've got
Dashery.
Yeah. We've got a few.
Anything else apart from that?
Angelica's.
Lubies.
I don't know. We'll have to have a think about that, won't we?
Do you remember we used to have down the bottom of the town a really good china and glass shop?
I don't think I was here then.
And that went, I think it's where Sue Ryder, the charity shop, is now.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
That's a shame. But all of them sort of closed down, don't
they? I know. And Julie's right. The Spotted Sheep is just round the corner from the coffee house.
Yes, it is. So you will smell the coffee as you're going to the Spotted Sheep.
What was Table Topics, Brigitte? Oh, and there's Reclaim something, and TK Furniture and Dillimore's. They're local businesses.
There's Me, that little shop.
Yes, and Room 9.
Yeah, and I did notice that the what is it? The opposite the butcher's on the corner, the florist has changed names.
Has it?
Yes, it has. So I may have a look at their flowers as I walk past in a little while.
Because
So,
I got some from there as a thank you for somebody, because I didn't feel I had enough time to go down to Waitrose, and I was really, really disappointed. I'd been better off going to Waitrose, and I'd have had a lot more for my money.
well, they've changed now, so I think I might give them a go.
Yeah, I might as well now.
Yeah. But I think it's still quite a unique little town that we have.
Oh, and there's that men's shop, Wild Wood or something.
Oh, and can I just say, I went into Wild Wood for the first time ever. It's a gentleman's shop, and I thought, my dad has gone into a home for respite, and he lost his lovely, rather expensive gilet type thing. So anyway, I went in there and I bought him a new one. So we've got one. They have some lovely things in there. Lovely. There's lots of Fred Perry stuff and other designs, something red, something or other. I only know of Red Heart, which is the red wool. But yeah, lovely gentleman. And he's actually an author. He's published his own book, and it's about men's mental health and promoting talking to people. So interesting. If ever you want a lovely piece of attire for a man, my daddy's 82 and I bought a gilet type thing from there, but there's lots of Fred Perry stuff. Really lovely guy, and if he hasn't got the sizing that you want, he'll order it and get it in for you, and you can go in and buy his book as well. So just a little bit of information about there. So anyway, we've got to show the rest of Facebook.
Yes.
Brigitte has, excuse me while I move my lens, joining a new ball to the old. As you know, I like the Russian join. I have yet to perfect it. However, not practical with variegated yarns, as the colour sequences would not work. As I did not want to change the established pattern, I used the Russian style join without crossing the threads and made the length of the join a bit longer. It works a treat. Thank you so much. It's just, that's incredible. So well done, Brigitte. And I have yet to perfect that, so I can't wait to see
it's a brilliant join. Absolutely brilliant.
We've shown that, but I know we're getting orders for that. Georgie, that is a beautiful hat. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
It is beautiful, isn't it? And that would look beautiful on any yarn, but especially a lot of these hand-dyed yarns.
I've got some yarn that would do that.
Yeah.
But I've got a new project I need to start today or maybe tonight. But I don't want it too big because I've got a biggish one to start.
Yeah.
Soonish.
So I was just about to say, don't get me to actually say that, but that's something I can pronounce. One of the words, Firenze. So Florence, something. Borgo do Pazzi. I don't know. Anyway, there's Florence in there.
And I love this bag.
Isn't it amazing? Yes,
I loved it.
I do as well. I love it. So we will certainly have to have a quick look at for things like that. And animals by
so unusual.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
I love that. And Natalie has posted to see if anyone can help with that twist yarn that a friend is using and needs 2 extra balls. We've done that one. We did that the other day, didn't we? No. No, this is from Fran.
Partially knitted, didn't they? Something last week, but now she's run out of stuffing.
So that is beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. That was Brigitte. So I think we've gone through all of those. So apologies if I've missed anything, but I think we're
done.
done.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't. Oh, tabletop topics. Was that the name of the shop, Brigitte? Right down the bottom of the town. That's now where room 9 is. It's room 9, is it? That took over. Willis has been taken over by one of the ladies who worked there. Which one was Willis?
that's the flower shop. It was called.
Yes, of course it was.
It's been taken over by someone.
Yeah.
When I looked inside, the whole of the inside looks really, really inviting. I would say it's got a lovely chair in there. It's got a lovely table in there. It looks so different. It's no longer just a florist. It's somewhere to go and discuss. So it does look lovely. And Wild at Heart, thank you very much, Georgie. But I really enjoyed purchasing something in there. And then Janet says, would you musical lot like to hear a free gig online for next Sunday, 3 to 10 p.m? Come and go as you like. Yes, Janet, please just post what it is. That'd be lovely. Thank you ever so much. Brigitte, the last Willis retired and no family to take over. That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Georgie says, is that the Florist by Stratton's? Yes, because there's that one. And then there's another one round the back, sort of by Waitrose.
Adrian's.
Yeah.
Adrian something. And it looks as though Reasons to be Cheerful, not Reasons to be Cheerful. Yes, it is. Reasons to be Cheerful is closed. Is or has closed, where you could go and paint pots and.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to love going in there with Lolly. She loved.
Oh, that's a shame.
That would be.
Yeah. And Janet says, I've been a performing member of the Crescent Theatre Company, Birmingham, for around 30 years. And in that time, the theatre has become my home from home. As with all establishments in the arts and culture sector, our 80+ year of non-profit making community theatre has been badly affected by the COVID-19 lockdown, with no productions and therefore no ticket sales since March. Although a registered charity, we do not receive any subsidies from the Arts Council or other organisations. Francis is not a knitter, but as sound engineer and entertainment, he has attended 3 of our conventions, 3 more conventions than most people. Please put the post in our Gogglefrogs Natter group, and then if anybody can join on Sunday, you've got a beautiful long performance there from 3 till 10. So you can dip in, dip out, and I am sure there'll be some beautiful.
And he is very good, is Francis. I have heard.
Is he?
Yes, he's very good.
Oh,
they're all very catchy. And Janet, do you think it would be possible for? Is any of it on YouTube so that some of it can be uploaded maybe for a morning, so that Robert could upload a snippets for a morning? If that.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be an idea.
Yeah.
Angela.
Yes, that would be lovely. It's going in the book.
And that way, of course, it can stay. You don't have to worry about YouTube authorising it, because you've got it straight from the horse's mouth, if you like. You've got authorisation. It's
for the concert. So yes, please do support that if you can. It's always nice to get something, isn't it? And we really, really, really want all of our theatres, etc., to stay. I don't know how we're going to make it work. I think as we're coming out of furlough from September onwards, we're going to see a lot of change. So whatever we can do to support our local community and the wider community, let's do. And let's face it, in the arts area, there has been no furlough whatsoever for any of those. So I think it's hit them before it's going to start hitting the companies that have been able to use furlough. But our hearts go out for everybody in that industry, and we really, 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 we know that some will survive, but it is survival rather than a process. But if there's anything that we can do, no matter how small, I'm sure we will try and help them. So yes.
Yeah.
What a busy Brigitte says, what a busy morning here today. Thank you, Angela and Marion, making the hour fly by again. I know, we're on 58.
Yeah. Angela, Brigitte, don't forget to post a photo of you post hairdresser, please.
Yes. Although you look beautiful anyway.
Oh, of course she looks gorgeous.
And Janet says the whole thing is on YouTube 3 to 10 p.m. on the 23rd. I will post on our Facebook page now. You have said that it's okay. Absolutely okay. And I'm sure that I will tune in and have a little look as well on the Sunday while I knit. But yes, so it's very strange times that we live in.
Extremely.
Very, very strange times. And, you know, we do know that, you know, not everybody's going to survive this, but whatever we can do to try and help, because things will change and everything will change. Oh, and just to let you know, I'm sorry, there's no China mugs left. They've gone.
Are you going to order some more?
If there's a market for it, we will do. Although we have to be very careful, because I think Gary's getting a little bit frustrated with the number of orders. Although we are waiting for, I think, our most exciting delivery ever at the moment. So I am sorry to say, but these have gone. So they've now sold out. Robert's just sent me a message. So that's it. They've gone off the website now. Oh, but you know us, we'll get your stuff in. And I have got in the book the fridge magnets, the car stickers, and the pin badges as well. So but we've got a day together tomorrow, so we're going to try and source a few different things and get everything ready for our event a week on Wednesday.
I don't know where the time go. We've got Ollie at the vet tomorrow, so no, it's routine annual jabs. An unspeakable event has to be done to him and stuff. And then Wednesday nights fine, Friday I'm out, Saturday I'm out. So yes, life, we're getting some semblance of a new normal coming back, but you still have to be careful. And some of us can go out. Some of us who can go out don't go out. We're not going to keep other businesses alive. So you've got to be safe, but you've got to spend money as well to keep the economy going.
Arm's length from everyone. And just be really careful.
It's a balancing act.
It is. And with that, everybody, we're now 11:01. So I want to say a huge thank you, Marion. It's always lovely having a chat. And I was just working through before what I was going to talk about, what I was going to show. And suddenly I heard this noise and I thought, brilliant, Marion's here.
Oh, wonderful. And can I just say, you were all squeaks first off, weren't you?
I was. So different mic. When I'm on my own, I don't have to worry about mics. But when there's two people, it's amazing how things can squeak.
I see.
Yeah. So new mic, fine.
Well, anyway, take care. Everybody have a lovely week, and I'll be. Oh no, vets tomorrow, isn't it? 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Enjoy lunch.
Wednesday night.
Enjoy hairdressers. Enjoy shopping, and more importantly, enjoy knitting and crochet.
You take care of
I will be with you tomorrow at 10 o'clock again, and enjoy the vets tomorrow, Marion. Okay, with Ollie. With Ollie, not for you. Anyway, lovely to spend
and
the last
everybody else. Take care.
Bye. Bye.